Hey guys, are you an educator who's passionate about making a lasting impact on education but feels stuck in your current role and you're doubting your leadership abilities? Well, if that's the case, then this episode is tailored just for you guys. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about topics like assessing your current mindset, goal setting for mindset development, cultivating a growth mindset, and more. I'm going to stretch your thinking on things like what you truly believe about your own leadership potential and about your goal-setting habits and so much more. So grab your kombucha or your flavored water and let's get started. Hi, friend. Are you ready to move into a leadership position? Do you have interests and ambitions that you want to pursue, but feel like you don't know how to take that next step? Maybe you want to start your own coaching or consulting agency. I'm Mel, and I help educators define their career path through correct mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for your career transition. I will show you how to level up your leadership skills, share your expertise in a new way, create impact on a larger scale, and put your leadership in motion. As an educator for over 20 years, I started to feel underused and like I had more to give. I knew when the time had come for me to leave the classroom and affect change on a larger level. Now, I'm ready to help you determine where your talents and skills mesh with your passions and interests. Put your leadership in motion and move into that next phase of your educational career journey. Let me help you define your career path by having the right mindset, knowing your options, and getting prepared for that next leadership position. So power up and put your leadership in motion. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Mel Van de Voort. It is fantastic to chat with you today. We're about to deep dive into the world of leadership growth and self-belief. Leadership is all about having the confidence in yourself, but I totally get it. There are moments when we all question our abilities, our skill set, our mindset. I remember being a teacher with big dreams, but I wasn't really sure how I was going to move into a leadership position. I felt ready in some ways, but then in some ways I didn't. I was scared to take the plunge. I had imposter syndrome. I had fear of failure. But let me tell you a secret. You can do it, even if you're scared. When I got my first principal position, I learned along the way. Nobody expected perfection on my first year as being a principal. Everybody was so helpful. I grew so much from my first year to my second year. You can do it. And it doesn't matter what position you have. I had always been in public education, and when I left the classroom, I moved into a principal position. And then I came to the city, and I was a country girl, yes, but I came to the city and I learned a different way of life. I was in a different type of setting completely. And then I moved into charter school for a couple of years. And that was a complete different world on top of everything else. But I learned. In my last 2 years as a dean of instruction, I learned more and refined my skills more than I did the entire rest of my educational career. And that's what this show is about. I want to give you the confidence and the courage and the skills and the information you need to make that move into leadership. Today, I have 6 tips to help you get started. Number 1, assess your current mindset. This is a very critical step. You have to assess where you're at currently. It's your current reality. We talk about current reality in education. Well, this is your current reality. Where are you in your leadership mindset? We often carry those beliefs about ourselves and about our ability to lead. And it's essential to uncover what those beliefs are. Self-reflection is the best way to learn about yourself and correct anything that needs to be corrected or to continue to grow things that are going in the right direction. So have a little bit of introspection And ask yourself questions like, what beliefs do I hold about my ability to lead? What do I truly believe about my leadership potential? And what impact is this having on my leadership ability and my leadership mindset? Number 2, set some goals to develop your leadership mindset. Once you've identified those areas that you need to, the next step is setting specific goals for that mindset shift. For instance, if you realize that you often doubt your decision-making abilities, set a goal to practice making decisions in your current role or just in your life. And once you set a goal, track your progress about your decision-making and then reflect on the outcomes. Most everybody knows what a SMART goal is: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. And this really is a great way to set a goal because it has all of the parts that you need to really track it and be effective in tracking that goal and see whether or not you're accomplishing the goal. And this process not only empowers you to confront and overcome your self-doubts, but it also helps you build the confidence necessary for effective leadership. Because if you are setting goals and you are actually achieving that goal and you are making good decisions, then you are going to be much more effective in your leadership decision making. Number 3, cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace the concept of a growth mindset. Really dig into it and figure out what it means to have a growth mindset, at least specifically for yourself. And it really refers to the belief about your own abilities, your intelligence, the talents that you have, and how they can be developed or improved over time through dedication, effort, and perseverance. Your abilities and your skills and your intelligence can be developed over time. It really comes down to putting in the effort, really embracing new learning, and being resilient when you have challenges or setbacks. You have to have a positive attitude toward challenges and setbacks. If you get frustrated or you have meltdowns when you have a setback or a challenge, then that's not a good place to be as a leader. So you have to work on those specifics. Number 4, overcome self-doubt. Develop some strategies to combat your self-doubt when it arises. Many of us are guilty of negative self-talk. So flip that and have positive self-talks with yourself when you need to. Give yourself some affirmation and boost your own confidence. Not everybody's going to do that for you. So you have to talk yourself into the fact that you actually do know some things and that you have some skills. And the best way to do that is to celebrate the success of those goals that you've set. Set small goals so when you achieve those, you can really celebrate that success. And that gives you that positive mindset. When you have self-doubt or you have those things that keep you down or make you feel like you're not doing the right thing or not doing it well enough, seek some support from your mentors or your peers or your coach to navigate those moments of self-doubt. I know for myself, most of the time when I was at school and I would have a moment where I just didn't think it was right or I wasn't sure what to do, I didn't even need someone to tell me anything. I just needed to verbalize it in the presence of someone, and I could usually talk myself through whatever it was. I did that one time in my first year of being a principal. I was trying to figure something out, and I went to one of my colleagues, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I sat down, and I just verbalized everything, and then she looks at me, and she says, "You didn't even need me." And I'm like, yes, I did. I just needed you to sit here and be a sounding board, basically. We all have self-doubt. It's how you respond to it that's the important thing. Number 5, track and celebrate progress, which I just talked about, but I'm going to hit on that again. Really assess your progress in a timely manner. That's part of your SMART goal. And then celebrate those small wins and acknowledge your growth. Adjust your goals as you need to, and then based on the results, you can move forward. And guys, just know that mindset development, it's an ongoing journey. We all have moments of doubt or negative self-talk or things that give us challenges or setbacks. We just have to keep going forward and not get stagnant or go backward. Number 6, how does this apply to your leadership? Leadership mindset, it directly impacts your leadership effectiveness. When you apply your new confidence or your self-belief and that positive self-talk in your decision-making, your problem-solving, and leading others, it is really impactful. When you're thinking of mindset in leadership, continuously evaluate your own leadership growth and make adjustments as you need to. So let's do a quick recap. Number 1, assess your current mindset. Number 2, set some goals for mindset development. Number 3, cultivate your growth mindset. Number 4, overcome any self-doubt that you may have. Number 5, track and celebrate your progress. And number 6, apply it to your leadership. Guys, there are a lot of options for leadership roles, and I know that when I was moving out of the classroom into a leadership role, I was very siloed in my thinking, and and I loved being a principal, don't get me wrong, and that was exactly what I wanted to do. But there were so many other options that I didn't even know about, and I don't want that to happen to you. So let me help you figure out what your journey looks like from teacher to leader. Jump into the show notes. I have a link where you can schedule a session with me, an empowerment session, and we can figure out what your specific career path looks like. I can help you on mindset. We can talk about your options. We can talk about the preparation. I can help get you where you want to be. So hop on over there, get in the show notes, and get that free session scheduled today. And I want to remind you about the Professional Work-Life Balance Summit coming up on October 21st. It is a full day of learning. It's only $47. It is very rare that you can find a full day summit for $47. I encourage you to get signed up ASAP so you don't forget. It's going to be filled with amazing presenters that are going to cover topics in the following areas. We're going to have education presentations, which I'm going to be doing one of those, parenting presentations, health and wellness, leadership. Well, I guess really mine falls into leadership, but regardless, I'm excited. I already have my presentations for the day picked out, and I cannot wait to join some of these amazing presenters. And there are going to be vendors for you to purchase products during the event. It's going to be amazing. So do not wait, because I know how it is. I forget. I don't want you to forget. So I'm going to have the link in the show notes. Pop on over there, jump on that link, and get registered today. I hope today's show was a blessing to you as you continue on your path toward everything that God has in store for your life and your career. May the Lord bless and keep you. May His face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift you up and give you peace. Bye-bye.